Big primary night, and largely, the preferred candidates of Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez did not win. Some of them were more long shots than others. Big night for women broadly, in general, across the board. But we will run down those in a minute. But let's go to Kansas, where Kris Kobach, it appears, but it's really like hundreds of votes still, appears that he won his primary for governorship. Now, here's the thing. Supposedly, some folks want him to win because he would be the weakest candidate, and that may be the case, but it's still Kansas. There is a third-party challenger. I'm not sure what party he's running from, or has been nominated by. But a guy named Greg Orman, he may take as many Democratic votes as he will Republican. And from what I've heard, that Orman needs to take significantly more Republican votes for the Democrat to win. Kris Kobach is, I don't know if he's a fascist, but he's pretty darn close. We spoke about yesterday the revelations that both that he used his, basically went around the country and convinced counties or municipalities to pass draconian immigration laws that were then challenged because of their constitutionality. He defended these cities in all these losing cases, made nearly $1 million over the course of a decade or so, and cost taxpayers millions of dollars. Then he went on to form a voter integrity national commission, which was just revealed days ago because of a lawsuit of having absolutely no integrity in and of itself. There was no evidence of any type of voter fraud. Here he is on Fox News being interviewed by Bill Hemmer, who I think we still need to have on some type of watch alert because something's going on with Bill Hemmer. But
a bit loopy.
Do you have a therapy ad soon?
It's
transition.
Very close. But here's Kris Kobach. I want you to watch, because this is always interesting, to watch someone who you know is lying, who knows they're lying, and just to watch and see how they do it. Here is Kris Kobach.
So there was some fallout from the voter fraud investigation that you were a big part of. Has that
Pause
been
it for 1 second. To say that he was a big part of was an understatement. It was literally his entire initiative.
Architect of it.
Architect. He was like the design build firm and also the marketing firm and also the financing for the project.
And maybe like chief imaginer. Like
exactly.
Some type of like Disney type
Imagineer,
of name.
I think is the word you're looking for.
Because it's a figment of his racist imagination.
Here is, this was, of course, the Voter Integrity Commission that was formed ostensibly because of the 3 to 4 million votes that were voted that were illegal from so-called legal immigrants.
Some fallout from the voter fraud investigation that you were a big part of. Has that been a drag on you, sir?
Oh, not at all. No, Kansans know that I came in as Secretary of State promising to bring proof of citizenship and photo ID to Kansas elections. And we have proven many cases of people who are not U.S. citizens who registered and voted in Kansas elections. And that's true not just in Kansas. That's true all across this country. The fallout, so to speak, is the people on the left who say, well, sure, Kobach, you proved a few cases or a few hundred or in some instances a few thousand cases of people voting fraudulently, but that's not enough. Of course, it's never enough for the left. You can show them 1 million cases and they'll still say that's not enough cases of voter fraud to worry about it.
2 more questions. Do you think you could win today without the president's support?
There you go. Well, hard-hitting stuff, Hammer. Way to follow up on that. The many cases to which Kobach referred to included less than 40 over the course of 20 years in one county in Kansas with 130,000 voters. For those of you who don't have a calculator on your phone for some reason, we're talking about 0.00003%. There's either 3 or 4 O's. Over the course of 20 years.
The point is, it's a big deal.
And so, yeah, I guess we were never going to have the opportunity to test the premise of whether or not the left would have an issue with millions of fraudulent votes. It's a lie. It's always been a lie. And there you had a perfect opportunity to see what a liar looks like when he's telling a lie on national television.